I'm Linda Watson with Cook for Good, where you can learn how to save money, eat well, and do good. Today I'm going to show you about one of my very favorite kitchen tools, the scale. It can save you time and money and frustration in the kitchen. It's something I just wouldn't do without. You can cook without it, but it's a whole lot easier if you have one. Now here's my scale. I really love it. It's got a lot of great features. It automatically goes to 0 when you turn it on. But now I can set something on it, the thing that I want to measure into, and I can tar it. I can set it back to 0, so I don't have to sit here and do all the math for how much does this bowl weigh. It also lets me go from pounds to grams, which is a fantastic thing. Grams are a more fine unit of measurement, but a lot of recipes use pounds. You'll use 8 ounces of butter, you'll use a pound of beans, and it's terrific to be able to switch back and forth. Let me tell you a few things it can do for you. It's wonderful when you're making baked goods. It makes them almost foolproof because you're sure that you're measuring the right amount of ingredients. When you're baking, it's the chemical part of the baking that matters. If you use a scale, you're always using a consistent amount. Even if you have a recipe that doesn't use measurements, go ahead and note them down so you know that how many grams or ounces are required in your particular recipes. It's really great for using bulk items too. When I buy beans in the store, I'm not really sure how much I'm putting in the bag. When I'm cooking, I care whether I use 8 ounces of beans or a pound of beans. It's really terrific for sticky items too, like honey. And it's just so much easier to just go ahead and put your honey right in with your flour and your other ingredients. A scale can save you a lot of time and frustration when you're cooking too. For example, when you make bread, you need 4½ cups of flour.
Is it dinner yet?
Oh honey, it'll be ready in just a minute.
Okay.
So, the scale is great because when I get interrupted, I know exactly how much flour was in there. One of the other things I really like about a scale is that it helps make sure that you're using things in a consistent way, the right amount of ingredients, so you don't run out of things at the end of the month. Most people are taught to use the dip and sweep method. So you dip out some flour, and then you sweep off the top. And you have some amount of flour here. Studies show that it might be 10% more or 10% less, depending on who you are and what your mood might even be that day. That can really matter at the end of the month. If you're planning to get a certain number of loaves of bread out of this bag of flour, if you're dipping heavy and putting more into your initial loaves, then you can really be stuck without bread at the end of the month. If you're on a tight budget, make sure you get a scale. It will pay for itself within a first month. You don't need a scale to cook for good, but it sure makes things a whole lot easier. Just make sure you're cooking. If you're looking for free recipes or even a free weekly newsletter, stop by and visit cookforgood.com. Have a delicious day.